to decide of the Catalan people. I mean, we believe that Article 19 of the Covenant on Civil and Political Rights is very clear, and that you cannot deny a people the right to express themselves even on a matter of self-determination, or precisely because self-determination is used cogens, Article 1 of the Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Article 1 of the Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights says very clearly all peoples. It doesn't say some peoples, or peoples under occupation, or peoples under colonial rule. It says all peoples. Article 31 of the Vienna Convention of the Law of Treaties is also clear. You interpret a treaty according to its meaning, clear meaning. There's no ambiguity in it. You don't want to believe that that's what they intended. Go to the travaux préparatoires. Go to the drafting history, Article 32 of the Vienna Convention of the Law of Treaties. I did it. There's no limitation. So all peoples have that right of self-determination. They are the rights holders. Article 1, paragraph 3 says states are the duty bearers. They have not only the obligation not to obstruct it, so it's not just a negative obligation, but they have an obligation to promote it. They have a proactive obligation, which of course they totally ignore. And they come and say, territorial integrity, borders. And I say, sure, that is a crucial principle of international law. It's in Article 1 of the Charter. It's in Article 2. Well, but read Article 2, paragraph 4. What does it actually say? Territorial integrity is a prerogative of the state for external use, meaning state A doesn't have the right to invade, encroach on the territorial integrity of state B. You will see exactly that reflected in resolutions 2625, 3314 of the General Assembly in the Vienna Declaration and Program of Action. It's always for external use, meaning a state has a right to have its borders respected by everybody else in the international community. On the other hand, it cannot be used internally because that would hollow out totally the right of self-determination. If you say territorial integrity is paramount, that would mean throw the right of self-determination in the bin. It doesn't exist. So if you do the research into the travaux préparatoires, you will realize that I am right, except that that is not convenient. Most states, Spain, France is terribly worried about Corsica. They don't want to talk about that, so they put it away. I see that it's going to be 3 o'clock, and I cannot miss the opportunity to thank the High Commissioner and to endorse what I will read out to you, the conclusions of his report on Kashmir. He is asking the Human Rights Council to take into account the findings of his report, including, and I want to endorse this, the establishment of a commission of inquiry to conduct a comprehensive, independent, international investigation into allegations of human rights violations in Kashmir. Now, it's about time that that happens. The Kashmir issue has been on the agenda of the United Nations since 1947. It is a disgrace that the organization has not solved the issue to this day. I think it has to be picked up again. As I said, with regard to our friends from Alaska and Hawaii, I think that it is time that the General Assembly revisit the resolutions adopted at the time, because they were fundamentally flawed. They were based on fraud. They were based on fraudulent referenda in which the indigenous population were prevented from voting, prevented from participating. It's something absolutely surrealistic. If you had not seen it, you will not believe it. But everybody likes business as usual, keep the status quo. And unfortunately, many of us in the special procedures, we are more or less expected to pull the rope and more or less keep the ship going the way it is. But I never believed in just the status quo. I think that our vocation and our role as independent experts is precisely to get things moving, and I do not intend to let you down, even if I am an ex-special rapporteur. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's so charming to listen to Alfred that you can't put him any time. So he consumed all the time, and the people are outside waiting now.
Yes, I know.
So they are coming in. All that remains for me to do is now thank you to all of you, the panelists. I'm sorry we couldn't get others in it, and we are grateful for their patience, but there is always next time. Thank you very much.
Report on bilateral investment treaty. Provided by Lola. Yes. No, Lola Sanchez. By what's her name? Dolores. She is and
But again,
I'm appointed.
I just wanted to have the thing. I want people to discuss it and let them decide on what they want. Yes. Well, it is your function as activists. That's what activists are all about. Yes. All right. I thank you, sir. Thank you. On democracy and equity. And I give you the card with my...
Well, those people who do not want to stay for the next round, please move out.
And that is my name, my address, that was the title.
You're taking a live. Where can I find this?
Now I'm here. I'm a citizen. I live in Geneva.
Gęgęcias Baris Abdulmajid Trambusa Bzaid, Jas Proco Jehun Raite.
You will have to move, sir. You will have to move out of the room. You will have to let down the things.
Yeah, just give me that.
Please. Get outside. Please. Whatever you have to do, do it outside.
Sorry, I'm out.
I think I was good at